One of the things that we like to do when we travel is try to recreate some of the foods that we ate when we come back home. Today we're going to be recreating a kind of simple pasta dish that we enjoyed at a restaurant called the Ponte Vecchio in Bath, England. So this was just a simple pasta dish with a tomato sauce served with a Parmesan crisp, and we're going to prepare that today. Something very simple to put together, but we're going to make our own marinara sauce. We'll walk you through that, and a dinner that you can enjoy if you're in the mood for something Italian. So let's get going. So to get started, we're going to first work on our marinara sauce. We're going to start with 1/3 cup of finely chopped onion. We're going to saute that for about 5 minutes. Next, we'll add garlic, about 4 garlic cloves that are minced finely, a mixture of spices, salt, red pepper flakes, oregano, and some dried basil. So next we're going to take a 28-ounce can of tomatoes, put that into a bowl. These are whole tomatoes. And then we're going to mash them up a little bit. You can use an implement. I'm going to use my hands, they're clean. Just trying to break them up a bit, and we can work with that. All right, so we have our minced garlic, our chopped onion, our tomatoes that have been mashed up, and then I have a mixture of spices. So I've got my cast iron skillet heating up here. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil and start to warm that up. So we're going to add our onions and start to saute these for about 5 minutes. Okay, our onions have been cooking for a bit. They're nice and translucent. So next we're going to add our garlic and saute this for another minute or two, just to get the garlic cooked a bit while making sure it doesn't burn. Looking pretty good, yeah. So now it's time for our tomatoes. That goes next. And also adding our spice mixture now. And this will cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. You can continue to mash the tomatoes. And in about a half hour, we'll have a marinara sauce. Homemade, better than from a bottle. And the sauce is coming together quite nicely. It's got a little bit ways to go, but you'll have it simmering like this again for about a half hour or so. So when I was looking at the photo of the meal that we had, there was the dish of the pasta, which, you know, I understand exactly how to put that together, no problem there. But then there was this crispy looking element to the side. I wasn't sure exactly what that was, so looking into that a little bit more, it looks like we've got ourselves a Parmesan crisp. So today I'm going to try for the very first time to make Parmesan crisp, and that's going to be served alongside the pasta dish. So to get started, I've got some Parmesan cheese, and we are going to grate that on the large grater using the largest holes that are on the grater. Now we're going to take our grated Parmesan, we'll mix in some thyme, and then we're going to form those into little circles on a baking sheet with parchment paper. About 2 to 3 inches, and we're going to try to spread them out just a little bit. And we'll continue that on here, leaving some spaces in between. So it's dinner for two, so we're just making a few of these tonight, but they're placed here on the sheet and about ready to go into the oven. So the crisps are ready to go into the oven. They're going to bake there at 400 degrees for 3 to 5 minutes. We're going to wait until they're lightly brown. We're going to make sure that they don't get burned, but just a few minutes and then we'll have these ready. We'll take them out, let them cool, and we'll serve them on the side of our pasta dish. Alright, so we've taken the Parmesan crisps. They're not crispy yet, but they've been bubbling in the oven. We're going to let them cool, and again, first time making these, so we'll see how they turn out. So our sauce is simmering, our crisps are cooling, and our water in our pot to make our pasta is just about at the boiling point. Today we're going to go the easy way on the pasta. Sometimes we make our own, but today we just decided to use some store-bought pasta. So I have a bag of, it's called homemade fusilli from Italy, imported. So we're going to use that. And that will go into our pot of boiling water for about 9 to 11 minutes or until al dente. So we'll bring that back to a boil now that we put the pasta in the water. Give it a stir, and this will cook for about 9 minutes or so. Alright, so you're helping me out here. So we got our olive oil drizzled over the pasta to keep it from getting too sticky.
Don't need too much.
And next we're going to transfer the pasta into the sauce and get it coated nice and well. All right, so our intent is to get kind of close to the spirit of the meal that we had. With this particular version that we created, the meal at the restaurant, sauce probably a little thicker than what we have here, but we still have the same kind of meal, a similar type of pasta with a marinara-ish sauce. And we've made these Parmesan crisps to serve on the side, and this will bring back memories of the Ponte Vecchio Restaurant in Bath, England. And garnishing the plate with a little paprika for color and flavor. And of course, Parmesan cheese. Thank you, Judy.
You're
I don't know if they're crispy. They're probably not, huh? And the final touch, our crisps. Voila! So we can't be in Bath, England today, as we're in California, thousands of miles away, but we can reminisce a meal that we had. A copy of this recipe as we created it will be on our website, theplaceswherewego.com. Buon appetito!